Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us on our very first video. I'm Angie.
I'm Ronda.
And we are Adventures in Nomadness. In our very first video, thanks again for joining us, we're going to talk about where we've been, where we're going, what our big dreams are for 2019, and we're going to give you 3 tips on how to get started on your dream for next year.
If you're hearing sound overhead, that's snow geese flying over in large groups. Just another part of our adventure.
Whoop whoop!
So to start with, we'll give you a brief background on who I am. I worked 39 years at an aerospace company where I did computing and then project management, and really got tired of the old grind and the stress and really wanted to retire a little earlier than originally planned, so we did as part of our overall goal and strategy. I have a passion about traveling and the outdoors and seeing new places and meeting new people with my lovely wife Angie, and that's really driven us to making changes. So Angie, why don't you do your intro?
Okay, well, I'm Angie, Ronda's wife, and originally when we decided that we were going to go full-time RVing, we're going to take delivery of our 21-foot escape travel trailer in March or April time frame. We should be full-time on the road about mid-April to 1st of May time frame once we get everything put together and everything inside our RV at that point. So that's been our big dream, is to go travel more and full-time in an RV. And when Rhonda decided to retire this year, I had a full-time job working from home, and I thought, this is great, because we can afford, to really be able to do what we want. That job, though, I ended up quitting. Their ethics didn't quite align with mine, so it turned out it wasn't really the best fit. And so we decided that we were going to continue with our dream anyway. And we just found ways to make that work. So things might be a little tighter, who knows, but we know that there's so many different income streams out there that we can pursue. So that's really, we decided to not backtrack on our goal and our big dream of being able to travel more. So we just found ways to make it work. And Rhonda's thrilled because now I won't be working all day, and it'll give us more time to be out hiking and adventuring during the day. So it's kind of a win-win. So part of that is also, doing YouTube, and there's, again, different income streams out there that can supplement what her pension or her retirement is going to be.
I know there's a lot of YouTubes out there talking about nomad and travel and that, and there's lots of different ways to do it, so we felt like, well, why not share what we're doing and how we're doing it, maybe from a different perspective. So I know when we were getting ready to do our journey, we looked at a lot of different channels, a lot of different ways or approaches to help inspire us, to motivate us, to help answer questions. So hopefully we can add yet one more view to that, and that you'll enjoy our channel. So hopefully you'll come along with us and enjoy the ride. With that, I think we're going to move on to some of the steps that we went through to make our dreams a reality.
So we wanted to give you not 1, 2, but 3 tips on how to get started on making your dreams a reality for 2019, or beyond that, whatever time frame works best for you. What we really found, especially as a couple, is defining your dream. My goal, my dream might be a little bit different from hers. Fortunately, it wasn't too far off the mark. But defining what that dream is for both of you. That might be different for both of you, so really having that communication and defining what that dream looks like, if you're a couple or a family, is very important. That'll help you reach those steps in order to make your dream a reality. So really the best part is communication and defining what that dream looks like.
And I think part of that goal defining is timing. It's like, what are your expectations about making that happen? And because especially between 2 different people, there might be different aspects of that, and that might be a part of your goal that you'll continue to negotiate or revise as you figure out the more specifics to what you're trying to do. So the step 2 is really think about, in order to make your goal a dream, a reality, is what is a priority in your life? And the reason that we oftentimes hold back from doing what we really want is maybe it's because we're trying to do what everybody else tells us we're supposed to do, but also we also put our own constraints on ourselves as far as like we are used to living a certain way. So, but if you're willing to look at every aspect of your life and start talking about, hey, I really want to do travel, in our instance, I'm willing to do without internet in a certain way, or TV in a certain way, or having our coffee out every day. So there's things like that that you just start saying, yep, I'm willing to do without that, because this dream is really important to me and I want to make it happen. So that to us was kind of the thing that we've just evolved through and gradually done that in our life, looking at our budget, looking at the things, how we're spending our money, and getting rid of those things so that we can move forward with our next phase in our life together. So I think
it's a compromise.
Yeah,
compromise on maybe things that you have today.
Yeah.
Being willing to, maybe do without some things. Again, that Starbucks or that coffee shop every day, which have been guilty of, gotten better.
Oh, me too.
So,
or a really nice bottle of wine, whatever it is.
Going to a $10 bottle of wine from a $40 bottle of wine. Yes, we have expensive taste in wine. Box wine might be next, but hey, little baby steps here. The third thing to kind of get started after the first two is making a list or a plan. What are the steps you need to take in order to make your dream a reality? It's going to be different from everybody, but really holding yourself accountable. And that may mean telling your friends and your family what your goal is, your dream is, and then they'll either support you or hold you accountable to making that happen. And it's a nice extra layer of support for doing that. But I think that really making a list and making a plan with some set dates for those steps that are going to get you from point A to B to C to what your end goal is. What does that look like for you?
Yeah.
What can you give up? How much money do you need to save in order to make that happen?
Well, I would also say that by breaking it down, it makes it more achievable. So sometimes your dream just feels like you can't get there. And I would say, yeah, it's overwhelming to just think, well, I'm living in a home and I have a small RV and 2 vehicles and all this furniture and bikes and whatever else we have. And then how do you get from there to being full-time in a 21-foot RV with a tow vehicle and a couple dogs? So how do you get from here to here? And you really just kind of start breaking that down and making achievable goals that you can strive for and reward yourself for. Hey, we made step A, we're making progress, and we're getting closer to our dream. So, and I would say the only other tip associated with that, when you have your plan, some people are not going to support it, or maybe you'll start feeling like, oh, this is too much. If you just keep going, working through it, keep talking. Sometimes you'll get frustrated. I know I have gotten frustrated at times because I like just to be done with stuff. So you just have to keep working through it and keep thinking about your goal. So we just keep going back to where we're going and how excited we are, and so I encourage you all to figure out what that dream is. For us, it's traveling, it's being on the road, seeing lots of stuff, meeting people, going out of the U.S. as well as inside the U.S. So we look forward to sharing that with you, and hopefully if you are interested in following our channel, hit that subscribe button down below, like button, so that you get a notice on our other uploads. And with that,
please leave a comment also, so let us know what your big hopes and goals and dreams are for next year, for 2019 and beyond. We'd love to hear what those are. So until next time,
hope your dreams become reality. That's not what I was going to say either. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh God, just a second. So until next time, we hope that you live your adventures and that your dreams become reality.
Bam!